All right, ladies and gentlemen, Melina's here and she's looking really good. Now, I'm going to specialize in vlogging today, advertising, and that sort of thing. All right, guys? I am going to talk about mean tweets right now. All right? I love mean tweets, they're so funny. The mean tweets with celebrities, I just find it so funny because you're just like, these people have no lives. All they do is say negative things about celebrities. And then these celebrities just bring them up, and you're just like, this is funny. Like, I just find it so funny. Um, but I mean, who would do that, right? Like, who would spend all their time just doing mean tweets all day? Like, just make a channel and talk negatively about celebrities if you want to do mean tweets. Maybe you'll go further, right? Like, you're just doing mean tweets, you're not gonna get your say. You know, no one's gonna care if you do a mean tweet. At the end of the day, we all don't care, especially about these celebrities. I mean, people that are no names. Yes, I understand. You might say something mean, maybe somebody believes it, whatever. But if you're a celebrity, no one's gonna believe you. Like obviously. Um, so anyway, I love performing for you guys. As usual, I'm gonna do a really good show. And like I said, those mean tweets are funny. Like you're just like some of them are just so hilarious. You're like you're like I think Jessica Biel, they did one on her and they were talking about how she has horse teeth, right? I mean, she has a very big teeth, and I mean, even though she's a very pretty girl, yes, they kind of look like horse teeth a little bit, but you're like, she's gorgeous and she's paid millions, so you're not going to question it. But you're just like, some of these tweets are like funny, but you're like, and some of them I don't want, I hope celebrities don't feel badly about. Like some of them are really nasty, and you're like, oh my goodness, how could you say that about someone? Who cares if they're a celebrity? You shouldn't say that about anybody. Um, a lot of people feel they can judge celebrities and say whatever they want, which it's true. I mean, they're out in the spotlight. You can. I mean, everybody judges them. Everybody decides what they feel about a celebrity. They can say whatever they want, right? We are entitled to free speech, right? But sometimes you're just like, that is so mean. Like, why would you say that about someone? It just doesn't make any sense. But that's the beauty about being, and that's the thing about lately with people being celebrities and saying certain things and getting in trouble. You know, if you see a regular person say something negative, it's okay. You know, you could like it seems like it's okay. Like these people give these mean tweets. No one's gonna fire them. No one's gonna say, oh, you guys are can't do any mean tweets anymore. You know, obviously they're gonna allow it, right? So they allow it. And then when it comes time for a celebrity who says something mean, which celebrities are human, you know, they have feelings, they have opinions, and they get negative comments a lot of times. So if they say something mean, it's like automatically being fired, which, I mean, I understand that makes sense. I do think that that's good. I do think that's good. But when you see someone like Donald Trump making all these negative comments about everyone, which I think Donald Trump is allowed to say whatever he wants, and I think everybody should, you know. I mean, as long as you're not saying, I want this person attacked, you know, if you're just saying your opinion, you should be allowed. I don't think it's something that should be, you know, not allowed. But some of these people will make these comments, and you're like, you're like, this person did a mean tweet, and some of the mean tweets are really mean. You know, they're really mean tweets, and you're like, okay, so if that person made a mean tweet about someone, and it's really nasty, you're like, okay, how could that be fair to say that when someone else's, you know, a celebrity says something even slightly bad and they get in trouble, you know? And I mean, the thing is, celebrities have a lot more to lose. And I mean, for me, I'm a good looking person. I'm a celebrity type. Once I'm famous, which I will be, I know, once I'm famous, then I'm going to be a celebrity. So I understand, you don't want celebrities to say negative things. You don't want people to be like, that celebrity just did that and that's not fair because they should not be saying that because they are influencers and they are people that can really market themselves and say things that everyone will follow. Like if Kim Kardashian said something racist, I understand she should be fired, right? Like well, that wouldn't be right. She's so influential. I mean, she would everybody would believe her, right? But and so they would just be all swayed, and then that wouldn't be fair. How could and then we'd all be like all everyone would be into racism because Kim Kardashian is. You know, I mean, I don't know why she's so influential, but she is. Um, but yeah, so if she says something, you know, we'd all be like, oh well, I guess I can do it too. You know, obviously we need to have celebrities be under this not scrutinized. We need celebrities to take account for these things because they're the ones that lead the pack. They're the ones that tell everybody how to think. Not everybody believes it. It's what celebrities think, but they are the ones that have the say in what people think, and they have they guide people to what they believe. A lot of people will take if somebody is a celebrity and they say something, people will just take it as the gospel almost, or as fact, right? Um, and of course, which I mean, which is good or bad, I'm not sure, but I mean, well, some of it is bad, but most of them is good because a lot of some have good opinions and good thoughts. But I mean, if you have that kind of power, I can understand. Yes, you're going to be able to sway a lot of people. So it isn't fair to make a negative comment or not be politically correct as a celebrity. So you have to take account for it. But some of them you're just like Donald Trump. I love all celebrities. I love all people that are in politics. I love all of these people. They're all influential. They're all great. I do love them all. And I just say these things as an opinion to make you guys think and to be like, think for yourselves and say, maybe this is interesting, whatever, right? But I mean, Donald Trump, I love all politics and I love all things. So we sometimes have a conservative leader, we sometimes have a liberal leader. I love all politics, all things like that. I'm not taking any sides or anything like that. My political views, which I don't have any political views because I don't. I mean, I vote, but I don't have political views in terms of. I just think if somebody's a good prime minister or president, I'm going to have them vote for. I'm going to do that. But I mean, setting aside Donald Trump as a president and a Republican, I'm not going to side with any views or anything like that. No opinion on my end about what I think about politics. Um, uh, but yeah, so Donald Trump, I mean, he said, I'm just talking about what Donald Trump has said about certain cultures and certain things. And I don't take him seriously. I mean, I know he said very negative things about different cultures and different things. I don't think that he should be fired. He should have been fired as a president or anything like that, or because he said negative things about certain people. I really don't. I mean, I don't think um, that you should get fired if you say negative things about us. Well, I think that's the thing. With him, he was able to get away with it. I don't know why. Like, and I mean, I think some of the things he says, people just think are funny. I don't think they're gonna take it too seriously. So, they're not gonna be like he's saying something really mean. They just think it's Donald Trump, ha ha ha, or whatever. They're gonna blow it under the rug. Um, and of course, when Roseanne Barr made her comment about racism, it was really nasty. She made a really, really nasty comment. So yes, of course, we're going to think different ways about different comments that are said. Roseanne Barr's comment was directly targeting, whereas Donald Trump is just Donald Trump, and we just know him the way he is, so we know he's like that, so we don't really put much thought into it. But some people took it very seriously, right? So anyway, I don't. For me, politics and all that is we have to have a prime minister, a president in Canada, U.S., and we have to be happy with who we have, regardless of what party they're in, whatever party they're in, whatever. We have to be impartial to that. But some people are really tied to political parties and all that. Like for me, I've always found politics to be, just an essential thing. We need politics and we need people to run our country, and we need people to do certain things for us. So I don't take sides on anything, and I would never voice my opinions on here because voicing your opinion, like Amanda Ensing, voiced her opinion, and she got in trouble. I'm not taking any sides on anything at all, and I think we have to believe that um, we are allowed to think for ourselves and vote for whoever we want and feel whoever we like or whatever. But I mean, the thing is, with the way um, with the way some people say things. Like I think there's a singer out there now. I forget what his name is. He's a new singer. He looks super good. He looks like he'd be a very good talent. He looks super talented. I never even heard of him. I might have heard his songs, but I don't know because I didn't watch the video. But he said something racist, and now he's fired from his like a record label. Like even if I'm not a racist person. I don't think anything negative about racists. I mean, there are people that are so good looking and so talented and so remarkable in every race. I don't think any race should be downgraded or called any names, I don't think anybody that's overweight should. I'm not non-judgmental. I'm impartial. I'm not impartial. I'm just non-judgmental. I don't judge. I'm never gonna say something mean to someone. Um, I might be upset, but I'm never gonna do a direct insult. I'm not gonna do a direct insult. I'm never gonna target anyone for their race. That's just wrong. Um, and so these people are doing these things, and you're like, they're losing their music careers. Like, you should really not be like that. I mean, it's just not. I mean, it's just sad. But I mean, the thing is, though, I mean, yes, being racist is terrible, and you should not be racist. But you're just like, You're just like, obviously, for me, it's just natural for me to be nice, right? I try to be very nice to people. There are times where I get upset and I'm like, this person's doing this to me, and I gotta stand up for myself and I gotta say no. But I mean, the thing is, though, if somebody's saying something negative or whatever, saying something to you and you don't like it, you can say no. You don't have to take it. But but the thing is, though, when you have people that are doing these things, and you're just like, why would you lose your music career over a racial slur? Like, you're a big time celebrity, you're doing so much, you look great. This guy looks amazing. I was like, I wonder what he sings. I have no idea. Never even heard of this guy. But you're like you're like, why would he be even thinking to say these things? Like, you can't risk losing your music career over something that small. And these celebrities, and a lot of these celebrities are just so out of touch with the world, right? Like, they have millions of dollars, they have millions of dollars, they have lavish lifestyles. They don't know what it's like to be living in a world where you get criticized for your race and you don't even do anything. They don't know what it's like to be discriminated against at a job where you're not getting paid anything, or you don't and these people so might have known at one time, maybe they did, but you can't say something racist. Like, people look up to you, they believe in you, they want to buy your product, they think you're a star, so they're not gonna you can't be racist. It just doesn't make sense, right? Like, I've seen people be racist before and I'm like, how could you say that? Like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, any race you've seen ever, they've had like major success in something. Every race, there's somebody in every race. I mean, maybe there's a race that doesn't, but I mean, there's always somebody in a race that has achieved success doing something, right? Like, it's true, right? Like, and the thing is, though, people got away with it for so many years. I mean, look at the history we've had with racism. It's just crazy that those things even happened. You're just like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Um, Luckily now things are much better, and you can be a certain race, and it won't you your career doesn't suffer for it. And the thing is, the people like Cicely Tyson and different people that did so well and brought light to those races and all that. So, like, the black community for her, and she did a really good job. So I mean, the thing is, you just got to think, well, when you're thinking to say something about someone, think about how it would feel if somebody said it to you, right? Somebody said it to you, you wouldn't like it, so why would you say it to somebody else, right? And I mean, if I mean, the thing is, though, some of these people are really rich and they don't know what it's like, and they don't have any concept of knowing. Some of these people grew up rich and they've always been rich, and they don't know what it's like to be like in that person's position. I mean, it's like when you see someone that is saying something negative about um, a race, and you're just like, okay, well, you've been privileged your whole life as a white person, and and I don't I'm not targeting white people either, but you've been privileged your whole life as a white person, and you feel like you're so out of touch with what racism even is. Like, I've never been treated racist against because I'm a white person. I'm very lucky to be that way and have never been given any racial slur. Obviously, I've never given a racial slur. The worst I've ever gotten was, "You seem foreign," but obviously they think I have a nice accent. So they're not trying to be mean. But I mean, when you see the fact that racism exists, you're just like, oh my goodness, I can't believe it. Like, and how can you say that? And like, these people, some of these people, and I mean, the thing that I found really kind of terrible was when people would say something like, those people that are different races are stealing my jobs. It's like, well, if you're a privileged white person, then how can you say that? Some people that are different races have very low paying jobs, and that's so nice about it. And they work these jobs, and they're struggling, but they don't they don't fight it because they're immigrants and they don't know how to fight it, and they just do these jobs. So I mean, I mean, like, and also, like, when I do all this talking and all this, I am a knowledgeable person. I'm a very bright person, but I mean, really, I'm not privileged, and I'm not super rich or anything, but I mean, I have been privileged because I'm a white person. So I mean, I don't know what the whole extent of all of it is. So, I mean, some of these people go through hell, you know, and you're just like, I mean, I can't relate, but I do. I'm never racist. I'm never ever racist. I don't like. I don't even think racism. I mean, I never even think racism. I mean, for me, racism is the last thing on my mind. I'm a busy person. I got lots to do. I got to do lots of things. So I'm never racist. Never ever racist. I would never be racist. I do not think being racist is cool. I do not think being racist is something anybody should do. I do not think it's even something that you should do for fun. I mean, I'm never racist. I mean, the people that I've had over the years as my friends have all been different races and different personalities and all that. So I would never even consider it. And I mean, when you see these people and they blow their careers over being racist, you're like, how could you even think to say that, you know? But then we had those people like Paula Dean who came back from a racist slur that she made, and she did apologize, you know. And so you know people can come back obviously, but you're just like why would you even make it in the first place? You know, you have to be someone that people look up to. You can't just make these comments and think that no one's gonna care. Anyway, guys, that's what about for me. Totally do it better.